Where's he come from? Ooh, things that make you go, and what does AI stand for? Anyway, the league features a ton of...
2K Sports welcomes you to the phone.
About to get this dub. Let's get it.
Alright, I bet. For the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. Last season they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference
Let's go.
and have-nots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Phoenix, look at who they've got on the floor. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. T.J. Warren out there with Ayton. And it's Baker in at the point guard. And featuring 2 of the best bigs in the league, Brent, how impactful is the center position now compared to the way it used to be?
One of the things that I think people are still dealing with is just how divergently different the center position has become in the game. And to think that these guys, in what they're asked to do, has just as much importance of the Patrick Ewings, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the low post, big-time scorers back to the basket.
Oh no, come on, man.
To the basket, rim protection.
I should have made that. It's not.
Wired a little bit differently than guys of the past.
They have to be. On top of that, some of the teams are even asking those players, obviously, to step out and shoot the three-point.
Oh wow.
Modern day game, modern day play.
Yeah, this is gonna be a battle, alright.
Exactly what he's looking for. Training.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offense.
Oh no, I was doing something. Fuck.
Enough complementary players.
There we go. That's the back there.
And here's Booker. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Baker with the bucket.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by AI. And the 3 off target. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the basket is good. Baker's got 6. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McCollum against Booker. 13 feet away. McCollum no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Baker passes to Warren, and it's good.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
Layman kicks to McCollum. To the right side. Here's Layman, guarded by Jackson. Feeds it to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds to Portland.
All retain possession. Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. He's missing a ton of shots.
AI with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Baker, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Let's get it.
McCollum feeling it. Pulls it from the elbow. And he sinks that one.
All right.
Back of the rim on the way in.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Now, here's AI. Count it good.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum outside. Takes the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 8.
That's a pretty release on the shot by McCollum. Just one of the reasons why he's become so confident from behind the arc.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Just saying, if you're going to big, a lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. AI in the post, covered by Lillard. Baker.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown D.
Shot clock at 3. Second shot opportunity. A shot that time, not on target. And it's Portland the other way. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete. But with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
Now here's McCollum after the miss from Damian Lillard. Pass to Layman. That's the 3 fly. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside, and that's as simple as it gets.
And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
And guys,
Let's go. All right, we got to start to
leads to the big stuff.
get over. Don't let him.
With the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation.
Fuck, I didn't mean. Fuck.
How are you not protecting?
Trailblazers trail by 3. We've got Rodney Hood. Harkless is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And we've got an update here, so let's...
Bro, my teammate's fucking trash.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Kings was all business. He ended up with 62 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. He put up great numbers and a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. They'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is.
Oh my fucking god.
He can do better.
My teammate wants to take dumb sh.
See what he does in the next one.
Took him no time
course.
at all on that one. Hood's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. AI in the post for by Lillard. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Portland. The Suns have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And we see it so often, Brent. A good team gets up for a big game and they win. And then they fall down with their performance and lose to an inferior club the very next game.
Interesting point, because last year we saw this so much with the eventual champion Golden State Warriors, where they just seem to be disillusioned with some of the competition on a given night, playing down to their competition. So if I was a coach in this league, I would use them as an example, that even the best team in the business struggles with this. and you have to find a way out of it. We're not the Warriors. We want to be the
Go.
Warriors. So we got to break out of this funk a lot quicker, and this cannot be part of our identity as we move forward.
Whistle blows. Basket.
Oh, wow.
So on a chance here for a three-point play.
This is going to be a battle.
Guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability.
We're on a winning
and
streak,
body
too.
control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible
Bro, what the fuck, man? Why they...
carry the load on offense. And
Fuck, move out of the way.
As a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons. The game has been very close in a lot of
I didn't even mean to shoot.
There's
Fuck.
the one differentiator thus far.
Knew that ball.
Stolen by AI. Daniels passes to Baker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Holmes throws it down.
There we go.
Hey guys, that's a
Gosh.
big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Nice.
High percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
AI in the post, covered by Lillard. Here's Baker. And it's set
Damn.
by Lillard. Now here's Harkless. T right on him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Baker passes to Holmes. The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker saying all the franchise's major decisions.
Come on.
Free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
Let's
I'm
go.
not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it?
Let's go.
And guys, I know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Now, here's AI. Covered by Lillard. Oubre dishes to AI. Here's Daniels.
Make it.
Hits the three-point foul.
Let's go.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Portland. They trail by 3. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step
We
up
have
your effort
to
and try to
get a lead on
They
them.
never did that, and on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
If we don't get a lead on them, they come back.
Now, here's Cantor.
No.
Lillard misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Baker kicks to Bridges. AI in the post. Covered by Lillard.
Let's
Baker with-
go.
Baker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And giving up a lot of inches, he was still, though, determined to make the play.
Yeah, this is the time you can use that word, tenacity. Some guys wouldn't even try that shot, but he goes in there undeterred.
He gives them a double-digit lead.
And
On
one.
his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning. You take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers, and part of the NBA since 1970, and the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
T.J. Warren, who's checked in for the Suns. Trailblazers trail by 11. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And for the Blazers, a lot of ups and downs with their history.
A lot of wins, but the franchise has been a bit cursed with some major injuries in the last 15 years. You think of guys like Greg Oden, the first pick in the draft, Bill Walton back in the 70s, and the ankle injuries that he had to deal with. That young team felt like they were going to run the West for quite some time, and those injuries really hurt and devastated the fan base in Portland.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
Just
Let's
increasing
go.
their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Cantor with it. Holmes on him. Hood kicks to Cantor. That one wide left.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see them. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he broke the mid-range.
Let's go.
Roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard on top. He's guarded by AI. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Lillard right now just locked in, even with the defense having all eyes on him.
AI in the post, covered by Lillard. Baker. And it's sent back by Lillard. And he recovers it. That one falls.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions.
Oh, that's going in. I know it. Oh, it's behind him.
Lillard's got 13.
There you go, bro.
Both on balance and on point.
Get off me. Get off me. Oh, okay.
The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what
Fuck.
conference. And the early results look good, Brent. You ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
Travel just makes it prohibitive.
not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
The Trailblazers shooting a 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Yusuf Nurkic, a free agent this past summer. A lot of big men, Brent, on the market, and he flew under the radar.
Well, this team knows maybe how good Nurkic can be because they see him in practice all the time. They're just looking for a little bit more consistency in terms of the effort from him. The next few seasons of his development is really going to be a critical part of Nurkic's career.
Lillard outside.
No.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Suns leading by 15. Baker, no good.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Aminu with the bucket.
And a nice effort inside by Aminu, improving his shot selection through the years.
Ayton buries it down low.
Let's go.
They settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Let's it go from 14.
Okay.
Rebound by the Suns.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 34.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now a timeout called by Portland. You know,
Let's go.
Warren is a great scorer. However,
We're doing pretty good.
buckets he puts in do not include Brent the three ball. No, he dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you
Oh my
feel
God,
about
perfect.
creating too much
Run.
Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Baker in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded by AI. And it's Damian Lillard with the
Damn.
He's got 21.
He's just such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of the regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
And AI throws it down.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt, his success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is block.
To the middle, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Ball's knocked loose to the paint. And then Lillard slams it in.
Dang it.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Here's Baker. Makes it off the glass. Baker's got 6 in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And there's the feed to Warren. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lillard outside. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. Booker with no one around. And Layman pulls it down.
I think I missed it.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped. And he recovers it. Layman past to Nurkic. That's tipped. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some
Let's go.
steals so far.
Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate. Make the simple play.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Helmet.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were team first when you played.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's
Oh.
just, an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate.
How did I miss that? Okay, I don't know.
Basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's
Nope.
one mentality. And if
Oh.
you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent,
Come on, we got this. I'm trying to lead the Suns to their very first NBA championship.
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school,
And of course.
is you're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school in basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on an offensive play?
AI outside. Back to Booker. AI left side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Damian Lillard.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America.
that called every time.
Establishing a new chemistry.
How is that 3 seconds? And I don't even know.
McCollum kicks to Leonard. Hood against Booker. Hood finds Leonard. No good that time. Nice D from Warren.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Baker with the bucket.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's McCollum. And too long on the shot.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to test that shot.
Sorry,
I
coach.
love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
The Suns making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Pass to McCollum. Launches it.
Oh,
Rebounded by Holmes.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Good on the bucket. Warren's got 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hood kicks to Leonard. A three from McCollum. Good on the triple.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And that one drops for him.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hood deciding where to go with it. McCollum outside. Shoots from the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 15.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Stolen by Cancer. Outside Hood. Inside, McCollum. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Now Farouk Amino is out there with Lehman, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poked away, and here are the Suns now. Suns leading by 16. Oubre passes to Baker. And it's sent back by Lillard. Booker against McCollum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
What a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent from free agency as well.
As long as you
Booker
didn't break the
signing that
rules.
extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is
You're gonna
huge
get $10.
for an
No,
up-and-coming
$10
team
every round?
like the Suns.
Yeah, next time we're doing
On the free
$1,000.
ball. And it's 9 points for Josh Jackson.
Well, when Jackson's shooting like this off the pass, I just think he's so much better. Good preparation with
If
the
I
feet.
die,
That's
yeah, I'm gonna die. If this guy kills me or Anderson kills me.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The pass to Lehman. Clock at 6.
Hey, get your boat out of here, dude.
On the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And there's Jackson on the assist by AI. Baker's got assist number 11 for him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Phoenix gets 12 for the
I'm stupid.
Lillard just plays with a flat
Dang
edge.
it. Let's go. Let's go. I've been killing it. I should. Let's.